Okay, the project for this week is a custom shower. This kind of space capsule looking steam shower is what we're removing. These are glass mosaic tiles. The last thing I want is tiny shards of glass everywhere. So I'm going to try to get this to come off in as large a chunks as possible. Turns out all these tiles are stuck on with some sticky stuff, even the big ones, not thin set. Somebody out there has to know how to get this dang door out. There are some screws. I got one out, but there's another one that I can see just tucked up behind the glass. I'm tempted to just break it and get back to work. Because I don't have anyone helping me, I'm not going to be trying to guide a gigantic piece out this tiny ass door around the hallway. So this is going to be about the biggest chunk that I take off of here. Oh, now what? I got cut a piece too big. Well, the space capsule is finally out, and I can now see what I'm working with. We'll definitely get rid of this goofy thing, and I will see if I can raise the ceiling up to at least this, going across there. So this is the existing framing that I was going to use for the outside, and you can already kind of see what the problem's going to be. Right there is level, but look at that end. Just broke my GoPro housing. Now this is the part that I don't really like. I've got to go turn the water on, and that is down in the crawl space. I'll show you what I've got here for my final plumbing. I got these bent over, and there is a special tool to get copper pipe to bend. You just slide this little spring over, and you can bend it. And we got our shark bites, and then our regular PEX connections. This is in the off position. We got another shark bite down here that goes to the urinal, and some connections back in there, and then the rest is existing. Just yell down to me if something's leaking. So we got the first board held up with just 2 screws, and everybody does this a little differently, I would think. It is a little bit of a wrestling match with these corners, and one thing I do is I'll cut these out right there. It's going to get filled with concrete, but what it does is it prevents a big bow and makes putting your tile in easier. Okay, all our diamond backer is in. You can read that. You don't want to look at it sideways. Anyways, that's the product I always use. It's made by Certainteed. Diamond backer, 1/2 inch. If you do this yourself and you find that the next morning you got a couple ridges or something like that, it won't be cured enough for you not to be able to just scrape them right off. Okay, time for an update. Moving right along. Got the first coat of, I guess I call it red guard, but this stuff isn't red. About to do the first coat of joint compound. I've got my reinforced mesh up on the joints right now, and got some corner bead on. I didn't put corner bead at the lower portion because this is all going to get wrapped with tile, and hopefully it doesn't come back to bite me putting corner bead up on here. But right now I'm going to mix up some mud and get putting the first coat on. Please give this video a like and share it with anyone that you think might get some use out of it. Next week I'll show you how I install the tile and the glass shower doors.